What's going on, everybody? Was going to do the shocks on the Escalade. Look at my hands already. And the aftermarket ones do not fit. It's too bad. You go through all the trouble of actually messing with it, undoing everything, and then come to find out that the stock one is on the right, the aftermarket one's on the left. And this thing is, I tell you what, it's a good inch and a half, maybe even 2 inches too long. And the way it works is you can't compress the springs. It's not, I mean, you could, and me and my son tried, but it's just not working out. Basically, when you put the aftermarket ones in, what happens is the shock itself sits below the holes. It's supposed to be sitting on top of, you see where the hole is, exactly where the light is shining. So the shock itself is supposed to be sitting on top of that. This is way on the bottom, and you can't compress the shock for it to go over the top. It's just way too long. Everything is way too long. Everything is too long. It doesn't work. Look at this. Who wants to mess with it? I understand that the price is right on these, but if these guys can't get the length right, how do you know the quality is going to be, how do you know if they're going to last even a month versus, the OEM ones? So tomorrow what I'm going to do is, I already contacted the seller on eBay. I already sent them a picture showing that it's way too long. The spring itself is so much longer. They're just all around are not the same. Way different. So just so you guys know, I'm going to leave the link of the eBay seller, the exact ones that I bought. It's going to work. Basically, these are supposed to work for Yukon. They're supposed to work for Escalade. And they just do not work. So do not buy these. Don't waste your time buying aftermarket ones. Basically, when you are messing with it, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my OEM original right here, and I'm going to go to Napa, and I'm going to open up one of their boxes, and we're going to lay it down and make sure that it's the same exact length. If it's longer, then I'm not going to buy it because it's not going to work. Then you get some of this instruction saying that you might get a light, that you might have to rewire some things, that you have to compress the shock and all that. You have to press it in. These don't press in because they got a spring on them, so they just simply do not work. Do not buy aftermarket. I wasted half an evening on this crap, and they just don't work. So it's going back to eBay. eBay wasted my time and their time. It sucks. Look how bad this is. Look, okay, I aligned the bottoms pretty much equally. Like that. Bottoms are lined up equally. And look how the top is. Look how much longer it is. It's like a good 2 inches.
The bolt is at least 2 inches from the end of this bolt.
Yeah. It's a whole 2 inches. Looks like. Sucks. I thought I could, use 2 jacks, maybe compress it, fit it in there somehow, jam it in, hit it in with a hammer. It just does not work. It being inside of a spring, you can't mess with it too much. And the holes that the bolts go into, they don't allow you to have any extra play. There's barely any kind of play in there, so simply don't buy them. I thought I, saved myself some money. Basically, I just wasted myself some time. No good.